Welcome to Pioneer Viewpoint. I'm Freddie.
And I'm Nico. Business is on an upswing this year in Tennessee. The latest report shows more than 19,000 new businesses filed in the third quarter. That's the highest for a third quarter in the 25-year history data has been collected. Over the past year, the state has filed more than 77,000 new businesses.
TVA says it's working hard to avoid the rolling blackouts used to keep the power grid stable last December during extreme temperatures. TVA invested $8 million in its facilities, building structures, adding real-time sensors, and providing additional training for operators. However, a report from the NERC says severe cold weather could lead to energy emergencies, like needing rolling blackouts again this year.
With recent advancements with AI, there's been an increased worry about takeover in the art world. Caleb Sempimachuk has more.
The use of AI in the entertainment and art business has become an increasing worry within the community. An interview with Steve Beischer shows his stand.
AI and entertainment, the scariest thing would be that it's removing the human element from stuff and that it will replace talent, and in doing so, it's going to lower the bar yet again. Like mediocrity is just going to take over. And when you remove the human element, even though to a lay person like a somebody who's not a professional at some aspect of the business, like an actor or a lighting person or something like that, you remove you remove the human part of that and put AI in its place. Even though you're not a professional and might not be able to point to it and say that's fake, at some level we as humans realize that, I think it comes through. And that's my biggest fear, is to just have, well, it's like going to say you go to a live performance, a live play. It's always subtly different every time.
Yeah.
And you're kind of like, what is the difference there? And in the AI world, you're going to do one performance, and why do another one? Because it's going to be exactly the same.
One thing that still remains: should future artists and entertainment business goers be afraid of AI? This is Caleb Sempimachuk.
Everyone knows the best time to go see a play is on Saturday night. But what happens when a production team can no longer stage performances over the weekend? Nico Wallace has more.
The theater department is a proud and respectable branch of education here at Vol State. But this year, the department faces an interesting new challenge. Due to unfortunate circumstances, they can no longer perform productions over the weekend.
What happens is that we're short on the police department. Our campus police don't have enough people here to cover the event. So they cut out our doing events on Saturdays. And the interim president, Dr. Russ Deaton, he wants to explore where we can go back in the spring to doing shows again on the weekend.
However, while the theater department struggles to find time to perform, the sports department has been able to maintain its standard weekend schedule.
They've worked out something for the sporting events, because sporting events will still happen on weekend. But I just didn't understand, because we only have about 4 weekend events a year for theater. It's 4 in a semester. And sportings have way more than 4 events. So just gotta wait and see.
Despite the scheduling struggle, students who are closely involved with the theater department still remain excited about all the opportunities Vol State offers for them.
Oh, I love it. I like that there are so many opportunities, because I know I've got friends who went to different schools, and they've got rules that you cannot act in anything until your junior year. You can't do anything, and they're acting majors, and they can't do anything. Opposed to me, I've been in I think the show I'm directing right now, and then I've got another student film that I'm in. It will be my 7th project here at Ball State. So I like that I have the opportunity to do more that I wouldn't be able to do at different schools.
With a passionate student body and talented team of teachers, the future remains optimistic for the theater department of Vol State.
There's a new faith-based organization on campus at Vol State through campus ministry organization InterVarsity USA. Matthew Gregory takes a closer look.
It is a campus ministry that serves college students really across the country, but really across the globe. So about 180 countries. And I specifically work with students in the Middle Tennessee, kind of Nashville area.
I'm Maddie Baker. I am a student here at Vol State in my sophomore year of nursing and pre-nursing, and I am the president of InterVarsity.
So InterVarsity is a Christian organization. So when I'm meeting with students, they're typically asking questions about faith and about their beliefs. So we spend time looking at scripture. I will spend time in prayer with them. And when we have gatherings of lots of students together, we're typically doing Bible study, sometimes worship, prayer. So some configuration of those usually.
If you want to grow your faith, and not just grow your faith, but if you're asking questions in general about God, this is a great place to come grow and do that. We don't have an agenda. We don't have all the answers, but we are coming to explore the answers together. So if you want to come do that and have unity and community, putting the community back in community college and glorifying God, this is the place to do it.
So this gathering is for any Vol State student. So whether you believe or don't believe faith-wise at this point, you are welcome to come. We kind of set up our Bible study time inductively, meaning we come to it and ask questions. So if you're coming and you're like, I don't know what I believe, this is a great space for you because we're going to be looking at the text and asking questions together. If you want to join us, come to the Rochelle Center here in the library. And at 3 p.m. every Tuesday, we will be in that space and we'll keep the doors open. So if you need to come late or need to leave early, that's fine.
It's been a tense season for Tennessee teams. Here's a look at our sports.
I'm Jared with your Pioneer Sports. The good news? The Grizzlies are not in the basement in the Southwest Division standings. The bad news? They're just inches away, with a 3-13 record after their weekend loss to the Timberwolves. It doesn't help that they don't have Ja Morant. Kinda his fault though, shouldn't be having guns on Instagram. Anthony Edwards scored 24 points for Minnesota in the 119-97 rout on Sunday. Can we just be honest as well? That man is absolutely making a case for the most improved player, even though he was already an all-star last year. In UT men's basketball, the Vols have dropped to number 10 in the post-feast power rankings. They were number 1 just a couple of weeks ago. I don't know what happened. Maybe they just got on the whole train of Tennessee teams just losing. After the losses to Purdue and Kansas in the Maui Invitational, that's the reason why they're down to number 10. And that's despite outstanding performances from Dalton Kench, who was named to the all-tournament team. I mean, come on, you guys. We've got good players. Can we get the wins back? The Lady Vols basketball team are heating up on the court these days. Jasmine Powell turned in 19 points as UT took a 76-73 victory over Oklahoma in the Elevance Health Women's Fort Myers tip-off during the holidays. Say that 3 times fast. Tennessee won the rebounding battle for the 5th time in 6 games this weekend. Okay, like I tell you guys, rebounding and defense wins championships. If you can't do that, you're not winning. They pulled down 1 more than Oklahoma, 49-48. Sometimes it's inches. Sometimes it's inches. Vol State men's basketball is on the road this weekend, and next they visit Cleveland State on Saturday and then take on Calhoun the following Saturday. The Titans came back with a 17-10 win over the Panthers on Sunday. I mean, come on, you guys. Will Levis is the real deal. Okay, they prompted Carolina to fire Coach Frank Reich. I mean, he wasn't even the problem. They have a terrible team. But, hey, not Tennessee's problem anymore. The Panthers are officially the worst team in the NFL and will finish with a losing record for a 6th straight season. The good news for them, or good news for them, is that they have the number 1 draft pick, which, I mean, let's be honest, Caleb Williams, I don't know if Bryce Young is really cutting it for them, okay? So it's going to be a tough decision for them to go with their sophomore quarterback or get the new guy in. Consensus is that Caleb Williams is the best prospect in a few years now. So really tough decision for them. Reich is the 3rd Panthers coach to be fired by owner David Tepper. My guy has a David temper. Let's be honest, okay? I'm Jared, and that's your Pioneer Sports.
Ooh, hope you've unpacked your winter coats. Here's the latest forecast.
I'm Liam with your Pioneer Forecast. Say goodbye to a full sunshine after today. Clouds roll in tonight and will stick with us through the week. Still pretty mild when it comes to temperatures, except in north of Portland and all through southern Kentucky. Tonight, some low clouds, the low being 54. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, maybe some drizzle, high 70. Clouding over even more tomorrow night, and we will very likely see some showers. Saturday's going to be still all wet, but still oddly warm. The high sticking to 70, should be a degree lower. Showers and clouds sticking through overnight. The low dropping to a 52. Sunday, we will have scattered thunderstorms, the high dipping a bit to 67, but we could get a ray or two of the sun. Showers should clear off by the evening. The low 51. If you're allergy prone, you may want to stick to indoor activities on the weekend if you want to avoid the sniffles. Ragweed pollen will be making a comeback. I'm Liam with your Pioneer forecast.
I think I may have to invest in a fire pit after that. That wraps up this edition of Pioneer Viewpoint. I'm Freddie.
And I'm Nico. Thanks for watching.